Never in my life have I seen a company just hate money so much that they do everything in their power to try and make sure they don't make money. It is absolutely baffling. Throughout my time on YouTube, I've talked about so many game companies and so many disasters, flops, bad decisions, but this one takes the cake. This is literally the most insane, out of touch take I've ever seen. Yes, I am talking about the Warner Brothers discussion around Hogwarts Legacy and it turned into a live service and the whole Suicide Squad disaster. It is absolutely baffling. I can't help but talk about this because I cannot believe what I read, especially the whole shitstorm that's been going on with that company and all the games that they've been releasing lately. So a few days ago at the Morgan Stanley event, WB gaming head JB Perrette talked about their strategy going forward. It says here, in it, he dismissed the incredible success of Hogwarts Legacy, the standalone single player game that moved 20 million copies in a year and beat out Call of Duty as not guaranteed, and that is a volatile market. He also pointed out that the volatile market has made Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League underperform, the live service disaster that sold poorly and has been bleeding players ever since. Now, I don't think I need to tell you, you could just look at the gameplay yourself, but the game is not fun. It doesn't look fun. There's nothing redeeming about it. There's nothing that makes anyone want to spend their hard-earned money, especially if I recall correctly, $70 on a game that's that pile of dog shit, especially when you have so many other games that are classified as AA's that offer so much more value for your money. This volatile market is not what killed the game. The game killed itself because of how dog shit it is. There's no other answer besides that. This copium living off of, oh, well, you know, it's just the marketplace and it's so volatile. That's the reason why our game actually did bad. Not because it's actually, you know, bad or anything. No, it's fucking dog shit. That's why it fucking sucked. That is why almost all your fucking games die so quickly. And the thing is, they're all fucking live service games. This makes no sense. And then JB continues on by saying, rather than just launching a one and done console game, how do we develop a game around, for example, a Hogwarts Legacy or Harry Potter that is a live service where people can live and work and build and play in that world in an ongoing basis? AKA, how can we keep milking money out of our consumer base and so that they will always keep coming back and that they live, breathe, eat, and sleep by our game all the fucking time? These game companies, these fucking CEOs, they want you to literally live a second life in their fucking games. They cannot be content with you paying a one and done fee for their game and calling it a day, and that's it. They want reoccurring money all the fucking time, and this is what I don't get. Your game did so fucking well, and it was just a single player. That's why people liked it. That's why it did good. All you have to do is build upon it and keep making it a single player game. It doesn't need to be a live service where you have to make it your fucking job. I don't get this. It's so fucking stupid. This is a company that wants to take all the goodwill they have built up over the years with the games that they have released and just throw it down the drain. It makes no sense. Hogwarts Legacy, for all the flaws that it had, I still think it was a really solid game that I enjoyed playing a lot. And for them to sit there and say, you know what? Nah, those sales that we did, that was a rare occurrence. That was just lucky. Dog, if your game fucking sucked, people wouldn't have bought it. That is pretty fucking clear. And the thing is, they don't believe that. And the reason they don't believe is because they think that the reason why Suicide Squad didn't do good is because it's a volatile market instead of the fact that the game just fucking sucks. That's it. There's nothing else that needs to be said. I don't know why it's so hard for them to understand this. Let's take a look at Steam charts. Let's see how some of Warner Brothers games have been doing. So we look at Suicide Squad. All-time peak, 13,000 players. Okay, 13.5. All right, let's just be generous. 13.5K players, the all-time peak. That is awful. Why there's even 813 people still playing this dog shit, I couldn't tell you. But either way, these are awful numbers for your big AAA release, a game that's been in development hell for so many fucking years. This is awful. It just makes no sense, right? And so they see this and be like, oh, this isn't because our game is bad. Again, volatile market, dog. No, your game just fucking sucks. Multiverses came out. This is another live service game. I don't care what hopium people want to live on. I know that the servers shut down after a while, but when the game first came out, it started at 153K. Then the second month, 139K. After that, that shit died. 22K. They didn't shut the servers down at that point yet. The game just, nobody wanted to play it, dog. It just wasn't that great of a game. People did not give a shit about it. It was an okay game at best, but at the end of the day, people still would rather play Smash Brothers than play this. Now, they're going to do a relaunch soon, and maybe this will reignite it, and it will come back to life, and everyone's going to be playing it in their grandma, and they're like, this is the greatest fucking game ever. But when you do a live service, you need to have fucking content, and the game didn't have it, and then it had hitbox issues and everything else. And it's not to say that it's a bad game. It had potential, But they didn't do anything, and I'm assuming that's why they took it down, so they can go back, try again, polish all the issues, create content, and actually have something that they could release over time so that there's actually content for a live service game. All these companies want to make their own fucking Fortnite, and they all fail because they don't understand why Fortnite does well. It's because they have constant content always coming out, and they change shit up, and they always keep expanding and making something entirely different. So when new players come back, they're like, oh my God, holy shit, what the fuck? That's like, this is what people want, not whatever this dog shit that Warner Brothers keeps shitting out. You got Mortal Kombat 1, a game that has 26,000 players at its peak. It's currently having a free weekend where you can play it for free and you don't have to pay any money. And its peak players right now is 8,139 players. And the game pretty much died as well in its first fucking month. This is fucking crazy, dog. It's fucking insane. Like, these games are not doing well in the sense of as a live service proponent, right? Like this is what, like, let's be real here, right? Like, yes, there's a single player component to this, but they also have a live service component as well too, and that's where they want you to spend your money on. They want you to buy all their new DLC characters. But the game fucking flopped. It fucking, in terms of Warner Brothers' eyes, this is awful. And like, yes, you know there's still gonna be players on PS5, Xbox One. There's players there, but PC is a big enough market where you can do a compare and contrast and sit there and see how it does compared to other fighting games that release. And this looks fucking trash. Like, look at Street Fighter, bro. Fucking 14,000 players playing 36 minutes ago, and then they had an all-time peak of 70K. That fucking destroys Mortal Kombat. Like, it's not even close. And of course, in Warner Brothers' eyes, they're gonna be like, oh shit, our shit ain't doing too high. That's why they're doing a free weekend. That's why the game is on sale right now. As far as I recall, Street Fighter still hasn't even done one single free weekend yet for the game. If you want to play it, you have to pay for it. So, like, this is just, it makes no sense for me why they want to push so fucking hard on live service when it doesn't, there's no point, dog. Make solid single player games and you will be fine. Over a year later, Hogwarts Legacy is still going strong, dog. All-time peak, 527 fucking thousand. Right now, playing 37 minutes ago, 12,000 people. Your game is still going strong. This shit has fucking more players than this bullshit. And this isn't even a live service game. How do you sit there and take for the fact that, oh yeah, we just need more live service games? You can't even get 1,000 players on your fucking game in a fucking 24-hour point. Like, I just don't get it, man. This is just so fucking wild. To sit there and read someone sit there and say shit like that and be like, yeah, we just need more of this shit and not the stuff that's actually doing good. That is baffling. And the thing is, they're not the only people who have thoughts like that. There are many other game companies that sit there and see that shit and they're like, yeah, live service, we got to double down. We need to keep making more of that. Clearly, that's what the players want. No, what people want is games that are fucking good. The fact of the matter is, a live service game can do well if the price point is right, and it doesn't try and fuck the player in the ass and take as much money out of them as possible. You sit there and you do those two things correctly, then your game has the potential to do great, and of course, being fun. You meet all three of those requirements, your game can have potential to do really well. But the thing is, a lot of these companies don't get it. There's a reason why you see so many games just keep breaking sales records over the past couple months on Steam. You've had Lethal Company, you've had Palworld, you've now had Helldivers 2. These are all games that are legitimately just fun and they don't cost $70 and they're just a solid made game that is meant to have a fun time either by yourself or with your friends. That is literally the whole point of them, and they do it right. They are not here to sit there and exploit the players out of their wallets and take as much money as possible. It doesn't do any of it, and that's the reason why they do so well. And the thing is, gaming companies still don't understand it. Instead, they just see that, oh, these are games that people are playing with their friends all the time. These are live service type of games. We need to keep making more of that. See, there's such a marketplace for it. Why ours didn't do well? We couldn't tell you. It's because the marketplace is so volatile. No, it's because your game fucking sucks. That is the only reason why it didn't take off and why people are not playing it no more. Just to further prove my point, we have Persona 3 Reload that came out recently. 36,000 all-time peak. You still got 10,000 people playing it. I know it's a long game, but hey, if it's beating out a live service game, that is the whole point of a live service, is to always keep you playing. I'm just saying, dog, that means something's wrong with your live service game. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, 46,000 all-time peak. Currently got 6,000 people playing. Do I need to say more, dog? Like, I don't know, man. These companies don't really understand it. Again, you can sit there and release a single player game in 2024 and it will do well. Even Elden Ring, dog. I'm pretty sure Elden Ring is still popping off. And that, look at, like, come on, man, 88,000 fucking people. Sure, you can sit there and say a live service aspect of it is the fact that you can sit there and summon people to help you out with boss fights, or you can do the co-op mods. But I know for a majority of people playing this, that is not the case. These are people just replaying right now to get excited for the new DLC. But even then, all these months, the game is still fucking solid over 2 years later, man. Even over 2 years later, it has never dropped to a number that is extremely low. There are always people playing this, and this is a single fucking player game. And this is something that they could learn from their own fucking game, Hogwarts Legacy, but they don't. Anyways, you made this far into the video. Consider giving a like, subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment below what you think. Have a great day. Yeah.